leadoff batter as he looks at ball one. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-0.
Second pitch of the game, it was a good one, but doesn't get the strike call. We'll see how this umpire's zone shapes up today.
Right-hander kicks, deals. That one off the mark, and that's ball three. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That catches the corner. Up the middle, and that chance handled. And he's safe at first.
Tough play on a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. And there's the strike. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. So 2 strikes on Tatis. And a swing and a miss. And one away.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Man at first, one away. And it's strike 2. That misses the zone. And the count 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready for it.
Kicks and deals. That one just misses the outside corner. Now 2-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's Manny Machado now. Gausman throws over, but it's wide of the bag and gets away. The tag and they get him. So a sloppy play there, but it ends the inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score. And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Darvish.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
We go to the bottom of the first, and now for the Jays, George Springer. That's inside. Ball 1. Darvish, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a slurve, a slider, a four-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. And the slider just misses. Close one doesn't get the call. And now 3-0. That's a strike across the top of the zone. And there's a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Leading up for Toronto.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. He made him pay for that one. And the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Breaking ball up and in, you have to be careful to not jam yourself. The velocity's not going to do it, but your swing path can if you come off of the baseball. Hold his hands tight to the body. Really good job of explosion through the zone and drove it out of here.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Misses inside. And that's ball 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And the 1-0. Hey! And another ball.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
The count 2-1. And that one wrapped foul. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand. Wastes no time there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Kevin Biggio up to the plate. Ball 1 there. Next offering is in for a strike.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
Turner, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner around second. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now it's the second baseman. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. First and third, one down. And there's a foul ball. And a pitch. To first, maybe a 2-ball. Quickly to second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. The Jays get a pair on this. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now the veteran third baseman, Manny Machado. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And a pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Bounce to third. Biggio. In plenty of time to first. Machado is out.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
So digging in now for San Diego, Ha-Sung Kim. And that's in there for strike 1. The Padres trailing by 2 here at the top of the second. The shortstop takes the ball. And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. And that's in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And the batter now, Luis Campusano. And first offering is fouled off. Two out, space is empty. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail it here 2-0. Now in Toronto, bottom of the second. And now here is Dalton Varsho. Darvish, a former All-Star, 37 years young. And he was born in Japan. Darvish back to work. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 1. And a pitch. Breaking ball inside. And it's 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting eighth, the catcher.
Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, you know, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
There's the strike.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
And a pitch. In there at the knees. 2-2. That one hit to right. Tatis really on his horse for it. Pulls it in on the run. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Kevin Kiermaier.
Pretty amazing, going way back. Possibly the best center fielder I've ever seen.
First pitch, and it just misses. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. That is the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. New inning getting started. Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. Gausman back to work. That's in there. That's strike 1. Out towards right center field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Now the DH for the Padres, Matthew Batten. That one finds the corner. And it's 0-1.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 2.
Man, a good splitter can be devastating, can't it? I mean, that thing got halfway to the plate and just did a nosedive. Once you commit your swing, there's just no adjusting your bat path to get down to that ball. And the ball dips below your bat like it's doing the limbo. I see you do the limbo, Boo. You get down there, man.
The Padres down by a pair. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That misses the zone. 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quick.
Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Padres go down quietly. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here at Rogers Center, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. The wind and the pitch. There's the strike.
0-1.
The wind to kick the pitch. That one in the dirt. Now 1-2. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
And now 2-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Popped up. Tatis makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop.
Now the number 2 hitter, Bo Bichette. He's already homered here in this one. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
1 out, bases empty. One down, bases empty. The shortstop takes the ball. And a ball and 2 strikes. That's down and in. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it's gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. He did a really great job of staying tall on that hanging slurve. If you collapse on the backside, you'll take a good pitch to hit and pop it up. That time, really good pass at the baseball.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. And the right-hander deals. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Outside low, and the count is 1-2. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the 3rd. Wouldn't chase that time. The pitch. That just misses. 3-2 now. This one smoked out its way out of here. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Berg. This is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here's Justin Turner. Line to left. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
One down. Here's the 3rd baseman, Kevin Biggio. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Man at second. That one in there across the letters. Not even close there. 2-1. Turner, the runner at second with one away. Hard ground ball, base now. Around third. The throw in. The tag, and he's in there.
It's a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's the second baseman. He's 0 for 1. That one missed. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. In for a strike. And 1-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Here comes a pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Next pitch is downstairs. That's towards center. Sizes this one up. Drops into the glove.
The left fielder, number 25.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. That one's in there, 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
The 0-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And the 0-2. Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Xander Bogaerts. The pitch. That one out to right. Springer there makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Kiermaier makes the grab, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. His first at bat was a strikeout. It's interesting. He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Kiermaier racing over to make the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. On a 4, here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. The right-hander back to work. Slow roller to first, and he picks it up in foul territory. The wind of the pitch. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And he deals. Gets a piece and stays alive. Righty to the plate. And that's in the dirt. And the count 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Kiermaier now. Flied to right his first time.
Kiermaier.
That one misses in the dirt. Fastball for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fought off foul. Way inside. Ground ball right side. Gathers and throws to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. So the lineup flips over, and the batter is George Springer. And a foul ball. Now the 0-1. That's out to center field. Merrill makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the 3rd baseman, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
The pitch. Machado, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, a former first-round pick back in 2010. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And George makes the grab. Machado out of the play. And there's 1 down.
Number 7.
Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. Struck out swinging his first time. That clips the zone. 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
kicks and fires. Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here is Luis Campusano. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Oh, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Line drive. Brings it in for the third out. Padres down in order. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Pedro Avila taking over on the mound.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Bo Bichette now at the plate. And here it comes. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
This one popped up right side. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late. And he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly.
And first offering is fouled off. Bichette aboard here at first with nobody out. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Righty delivers. Outside low. Going to count 1-2. Movement in the bullpen. Adrian Morejon preparing to come on if needed. Nobody out. Runner at first. And another ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Here's a 2-2. This one in the air right field. Tatis after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Justin.
And it'll bring up Justin Turner. And that's outside. 1-0. Just missed.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
The pitch. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. The pitch. Good eye in that spot. That one ripped.
That's where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Man at first, Kevin Biggio with a chance to hit. That misses the zone. Ball one. Wouldn't chase that time. That's in there. 2-1 now. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Merrill sizing this one up, and that is that. Blue Jays held in check as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back now in Toronto, all set for the top of the 6th. Now batting Jurickson Profar. And a pitch. Profar gets a piece there. At the belt and fires. That's down and in. A slider missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Kicks and deals. And a foul ball. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control. And not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
Stepping in for San Diego, Matthew Batten.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Ball 1, no strike.
The Jays leading by 5, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering upstairs.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Look, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Merrill swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Two outs. And there's a ball. And down on strikes he goes. Padres go down 1-2-3. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Padres nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. Now here is number 36. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
Oh, that's in.
Just missed. Two balls, no strikes to count. Fastball for a strike. And a pitch. The other way. Cronenworth takes it himself, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
There's a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
That's in there. And the count is 0-2.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Not close with that one, and that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Just misses with that one.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
One down, base is empty. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And the righty deals. And that one is inside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Right-handed reliever. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Campusano drifts towards it, makes the catch for the out. 2 down.
Now back. The catcher, Alejandro.
2 outs, base is empty. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. And there's a base hit to left. And that extends the inning.
He was all over that one. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
So up next for Toronto, Kevin Kiermaier. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one fouled off. And a pitch. Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Kirk off of first with 2 away. Here's a 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a pitch. And they'll do it again. That's down and in. The 2-2. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they boost their lead. It's 7-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
To the top of the lineup, George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. Fastball for a strike. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And the right-hander deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 7-0. Major League Baseball is on the show.
So it seems you've gone and given up on your dreams.
Top of inning number 7. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Xander Bogaerts. And the right-hander back to work. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch. Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Fastball high and tight right there. A scary combo. I tell you what, everyone in the stadium looked like they felt like they needed to jump out of the way. I know I moved.
And that one is lifted in the air. Springer drifts towards it. And there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
And here's the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. And that one missing low. The Blue Jays up big in this one here at the top half of inning number 7. And now 2-0.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The pitch. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1 now. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Two down. And another ball. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Machado. In there, and it's 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
And Manny gets a piece. One out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around third. The throw in. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Back-to-back singles. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Next for the Padres, Ha-Sung Kim. That misses, and now it's even 1-1. Out there to center. Kiermaier settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 7-2. Man at first, Luis Campusano digs in now. And it's fouled away. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that just misses.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning stretch time. Blue Jays 7 and the Padres 2. And here is Bo Bichette. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
The line to kick the pitch. And a good eye there. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Wandy Peralta getting loose out there. Cosgrove also throwing. The shortstop takes a ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
That one hammered left field. Profar going back on this one. On the warning track and hauls it in. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one ripped, but foul. Here comes a pitch. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Turner stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering is downstairs.
1-1.
2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The wind of the pitch. That one misses. The count now 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Just outside. And now it's 3-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Trying to work his way back into the count right there, but so much for that. Pretty good pitch, but just doesn't get the call on 3-0.
Biggio, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that's outside. Ball 2. Two outs. That one almost got him. That clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Edge in his zone for a strike, and it's a full count.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The throw wide at first, and both runners are safe. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to rebound.
Adrian Morejon on a pitch out of the pen here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman. Fastball gets the inside corner at the knees. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Corrals it. And that is that. Blue Jays leave a pair, but they're still on top 7-2. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to begin the 8th. Profar climbs in on that left side. The pitch. Foul ball.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Ripped on the ground to second. Whips it to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
The designated hitter,
Matthew Batten, the next up for the Padres. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. The Jays leading by 5, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering in the dirt. And now 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Left field. Varsho gets under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Bottom of the 8th, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. As the lefty gets to work. On a line out towards center. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the catcher,
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. Mora on in his 4th year, 25 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field, and he pulls up on it, and that's a hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Runner on the move. Up the middle. Kim. No look. The flip to second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full. Blue Jays 7 and the Padres 2. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Eric Swanson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. 1 for 2. The pitch. Swings here and blasts one left field. Bangs off the wall.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Swings through that.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Righty delivers.
Ball 1.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Trevor Richards getting ready to go. Green getting cranked up as well. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. Slider misses outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a miss. And it's 3-2.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Right through there. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. He's 2 outs away. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Biggio drifts towards it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So it's their last chance in this one. Manny Machado, the next up for the Padres. First pitch just misses. And another ball.
Ball 2.
Kicks and fires. And it is 2-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
There's a strike. 95 of that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swanson is just 1 strike away. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
First and second, 2 down. Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The Blue Jays leading by 5 here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a foul pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And he deals. Up and in. Now 1 and 2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
pitch. Got him. And that'll do it.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
7-2 your final. Jays way in Toronto. Welcome to Rogers Center. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now, and starting this one, Kevin Gausman. Always a treat to watch, one of the best starters in the sport singing.
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Check swing, went around. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. And he beats it. He's safe. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Bogaerts on the go. Foul ball there. And the pitch. There's a strike. Caught him looking for the K.
No, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in. So you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball. But either way, that's a really nice pitch.
And now the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. That one catches the zone, and that's strike one.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Bogaerts at first, one gone. A little out front there as he swings through it.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Next pitch is inside, and it's 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got it. That's the second out.
interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's Manny Machado. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Two outs. Swing and a grounder foul, first base side. Line drive, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now, Ha-Sung Kim. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
First and second, 2 down, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball, still 0-2. Kicks and deals. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Righty to the plate. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And the pitch. Got it by him for the K. 2 left on. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Here with my pal Siggy. Today's starting pitcher, Darvish. What do you have on him?
He really relies on working down in zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
And the righty deals. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. That takes care of Springer. 1 away. The let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And the right-hander deals. And another ball.
2 strikes.
Out to short. Kim. The throw to first. And Bichette is retired.
That is the first baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's through there for a strike. Bounced out to short. Kim to first, and Guerrero is set down. That's the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. Gosman back to work. That's outside. And that's ball 1. Campusano goes 5 feet 11 inches, batting 6th in today's lineup. The pitch. That one ripped left field. Get out of town. He sends a rocket to left, and the Padres take the lead. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And the batter now, Jurickson Profar. Profar gets a piece there.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. Right through there for a strike. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent as you mentioned, and maybe a little generous on the edges. Tap dances out of the way of that one. And a pitch. Good eye right there.
It's a good take.
Here comes a pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
At the plate, Matthew Batten. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
2 outs, base is empty. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And it's off the top of the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Reached on an infield single his first time. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Merrill at second with 2 down. That one fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. That clips a corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
One and 2 here. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the DH, Justin Turner. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. In the air, left side. Profar settles under it. Makes the grab.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that one fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. That misses, and it's 1-1. Blue Jays down a run, bottom half of inning number 2. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count is 2-2. Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's the second baseman.
No, that'll put the infielders on their toes a little bit more. Time to lock in on that double play possibility. Won't be able to shift as aggressively, but they've got to try to get 2 for 1. Bounce to the right, and it finds its way through for a hit. They fired in quickly,
So it's first and second with only one away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, one out.
Ball, that's low.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Kicks and fires. To the right side, Cronenworth. Over to Kim. One. Back to first. Not in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Pitch misses there. Ball one. Two outs. And fouled off. Right side. Sizes this one up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
With Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying.
Now this down the right field line. Fair ball. Should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Stepping in, Jake Cronenworth. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball one. Tatis at second with nobody out. That's in there, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Slings to first and one away in the top of the third.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Machado batting for the second time, and that's strike one. To third. Base hit, and a run comes in.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
One gone, runner at first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. Right through there for a strike. 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now to appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Luis Campusano. He's already homered here in this one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Gone. A gigantic blast. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Jurickson Profar will hit next. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball. 1-1.
That's way outside. And it's 2-1. Profar gets a piece there. And a pitch. And he grounds one to the right side. And that chance handled. Throws to first in time. That's the third out. 2 across on this San Diego homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show.
Time doing and the silence go them broke cause they know him for talking fluent. Got him under the influence, the truth, talking to him. But it's on your ego, bumping him out music. I'm like, hey, y'all ain't ready. Hey,
ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the veteran outfielder, Kevin Kiermaier. Darvish back to work. Ball one low. Breaking ball clips the corner. That's a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Kicks and deals. Hard hit right side. Cronenworth steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
The right fielder, number 4.
Here's George Springer. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. And a count even 1-1. The Jays down by 4 here in the last half of the third. Close, but call the ball. And a count 2-1.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire, and out there on the mound maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And that one clips the corner.
2-2 the count.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Perfectly executed 12-6 curveball right there. And with that kind of break, if you can drop it in below the zone like that, it's going to look like a strike the entire way coming in, and they'll just disappear. So hard to get under the ball unless you're really gearing up for it, and you might need a pitching wedge.
Bichette in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Just missed. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for base hit.
And now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and delivers outside. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Darvish checks on the runner. Back in there standing. Bichette leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He flexes his power with that swing, and they close the gap. It's 4-2.
Man, he looks like his dad out there hitting home runs. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Now it's Justin Turner. Fly to left his first time. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Two outs. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Kevin Biggio up to the plate. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. The pitch. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one hops against the fence. And he's got a double. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Textbook defensive execution right there. Outfielder hits the cutoff man. Relay throw to the plate. A perfect strike and a great way to end the inning.
Now in Toronto. Now it's the DH, Matthew Batten. Now this is in the air down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. The pitch. There's the strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
0-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And 1-2. And another ball. Ground ball left side. Gets it to first. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
The center fielder, number 3, Jackson.
Here's the kid, Jackson Merrill. His first major league hit happened in Korea during the Seoul series with the Padres.
Nearly 7,000 miles away from his hometown of Baltimore. He had to travel across the world for his first career hit, but I think that makes it even more special, Boog. What a cool moment that was for him. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
One down, base is empty. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. That's a little bit low. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Hard hit left side. Bichette whips it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Xander Bogaerts. 1 for 2. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And that's ball 1. Righty delivers. Lifted in the air, right center field. Springer there makes the catch. Bogaerts retired. And that'll do it. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the 4th. Here's the second baseman, number 36. And the right-hander back to work. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that one's going to get into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. Save!
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Right side, hard hit. One out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, catcher,
Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. Fly to right his first time.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
This one in the air. He's under it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier. Grounded out his first time up. And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that is that. One left for Toronto. Still down by a count of 4-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top five, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Fernando Tatis Jr. And he deals. Late with the swing there.
0-1's the count.
You know, these Padres, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
0-1.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base pass, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
One out, base is empty. Here's the 0-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Now a screamer into the outfield. That's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. The tag out.
Got to love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
2 outs, base is empty. Manny Machado digs in now. That clips the corner. Two down, nobody on. Just off the inside edge.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Swing and a ball popped up. As this one sized up. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, George Springer.
The right fielder,
The wind and the pitch. That misses the zone. 1-0.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball. Everything came together for them. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Bichette up to the dish. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
One ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. At the belt and fires. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. He's already homered in this game. And out number 1 on the grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
2 on, 1 out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Justin Turner.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Makes the grab. So first and second with 2 outs. Kevin Biggio with a chance to hit. Now fly ball to right center. Sizing this one up. Brings it in. And that is the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. They trail it here 4-2. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Trevor Richards.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in, Ha-Sung Kim, who's over 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The pitch. And a good eye there. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Eric Swanson appears to be getting loose. Green also getting ready. And that misses off the outside edge.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
2-0. On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Luis Campusano.
Here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And that one pulled foul. And a strike on the outside edge.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Missed with a changeup. And a count 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Right-handed reliever. In the air on the infield. One down.
The left fielder, number 10.
Now the left fielder, Jurickson Profar. Now move to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. And the pitch. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
And a swing and a miss. And now 2 gone. So here's the Padres DH, Matthew Batten. High fly ball down the left field line. That's back. That one is gone. An absolute smash to left. And they add a pair. It's 6-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
So 2 away with nobody on. Jackson Merrill now at the plate. And that's in there at the knees. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball inside. Now 1-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Grabs it on the run. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, number 36. The pitch. And he pumps it a strike. The pitch. That misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bounce to the left side. Machado. On to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The left fielder, number 25.
And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. He swings and fouls one off. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
And that's outside. And it's 2-2. One down, base is empty. Hot shot to third. Sends it across to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Alejandro.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And a big swing and a miss.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while.
2 strikes.
It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Hit in the air, center field. Merrill moving under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. New pitcher on now, Mitch White.
Now pitching for number 45, Mitch White.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. 1 for 3. Here comes a pitch.
Well,
And that's
that's off the plate.
outside. Off the mark there. 2-0. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one misses. And that's ball 3. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He has it. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
And the righty deals. Inside ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So a man aboard, Fernando Tatis Jr. The next up for the Padres. And a foul ball. Bogaerts on at first. Nobody out. Late on that fastball.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And here's the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Wouldn't chase that time. Man at first, one away. Out towards left center. Kiermaier on the move. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Manny Machado.
Man at first. Now Machado up here.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Throw over to first. Bogaerts dives back. one misses, and that's ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
I got one ball, one strike.
And a ground ball to first. That's a base hit. Bogarts round second on his way to third. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Now it's the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. And fires in a fastball at 95.
Throwing it back can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
On the ground to third. Biggio throws to first in time. And that is the inning. So they strand a pair. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Padres 6 and the Blue Jays 2. Back now in Toronto, set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's going to be Kevin Kiermaier. Darvish back to work. Just missed. The wind of the pitch. And that one fouled off. The wind of the pitch.
2-1.
This to third. Throws to first. One up, one down.
The right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. That's inside. Not even close there. Now 2-0. And here it comes. That's in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
That one not close. And that's ball 3. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there are 2 outs.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and he just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Bichette in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one pushed foul. The Padres leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Padres 6 and the Blue Jays 2. We're at the top of the 8th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Campusano. The right-hander back to work. Wouldn't chase that time. And the right-hander deals. Fought off foul. And down on strikes. Now one away. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jurickson Profar. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. One down, base is empty. Profar gets a piece there. Here's a 1-1.
That's ball 2.
And that's too high. That one to first. He handles it himself. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Matthew Bradford.
High fly ball out to left field. Varsho under this one. He makes the grab, and that is that. Bottom of the 8th, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The Blue Jays in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
The pitch. And it's fouled away. That's to third, and that one handled. Whips it across. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
So now Turner in on that right side. In the dirt, ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This to third, handled by Machado. Slings it across, and a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the third baseman,
Kevin Biggio next up for the Blue Jays.
It's just some places we go. It's just some whips we roll.
That clips the corner. Next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 down, nobody on. That one fouled off. 2-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Fly ball down the line. Profar has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now it's going to be Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill.
White back to work. That one finds the corner. 0-1. There's a strike. 0-2 now. That one missed.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Kicks and deals. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
The 1-2. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Bogarts batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And that is cut on and missed. And it's not even 2. Righty delivers. Battling here as he fouls it away. And he deals. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 gone now.
Seems that he was committed to swinging at this pitch regardless of where it was before the pitch was even released. He's in an 0-2 count, and you're looking to battle at that point, trying to protect the zone, so you do become a little more swing happy. But on a fastball that doesn't even come close, makes you think there wasn't much of a 2-strike adjustment being made.
And the throw to first is there to put an end to the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Padres 6 and the Blue Jays 2. So the Padres with a new arm in the mound, Jeremiah Estrada.
Now number 56. Jeremiah Estrada.
Here's the second baseman.
For the Jays, the second baseman.
And a pitch. And that one off the outside edge. Just missed. And down 2-1.
Look at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Righty to the plate. Center field. And there's one away.
The left fielder, number 25.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. First offering, and it just misses. And a foul ball. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. The Jays down by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Fouls one off. 2-2. And a pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. He goes down looking. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Way high. Next offering way off the plate. Here's a strike, 95 of that one. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. That one fouled off, 2-2. The Blue Jays down to their final strike. Pitch misses outside. Ball 3.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Really spun on that pitch and ripped it down the line, and it couldn't have been much closer to ending up in foul territory, but it did just sneak in there for the base hit. Good job by the defense as well to hold it to a long single.
And now the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Up and in, and that's ball 1. And it's through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Robert Suarez takes over on the mound.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And the batter is George Springer. Strike 1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Kirk over at second. Kiermaier at first. 2 out of the inning. foul ball there. And that one hammered. That's back there. Hauls it in, and that's the ball game.
Well, a 4-pitch save. He was just starting to get comfortable out there after throwing a lot of pitches in the bullpen in this one. But a nice job of attacking the hitter, being very efficient.